that next week, Jerome. But the least I can do is try to take care of you. Is that okay? All right, Dolores, put your Cash App back out there. We want to try to get just a few more tickets. Just a few more tickets. Y'all going on in there. And if you got $45 for Dolores' conference, we would greatly appreciate it. She's I don't know if she's saved, but she's alive. And that's all that matters. That's all that I can't get everything I want.
Saved and alive, sir.
Oh, well, all right then. Well, okay then. Well, she all right then, Jerome. She all right. At least that's okay. Good. So y'all can give to her. $45 worth of ticket cost. We just trying to help her out a little bit. Hope y'all don't mind. I'm trying to help out a little bit. Talking about growing Mexit News audience from 0 to 1 million. Now, we started this yesterday. It's in the outer circle. And I want to keep it going. But I wasn't going to do it till next Tuesday. That's for sure. But I want to talk to you about a bunch of stuff today. And I have to connect a few dots. I am going to take you too fast. Some of you will be confused. Some of you will be grateful I confused you. And others of you will steal appropriately. And that's all good. And I hope you continue to do the job that is worthy of you. Do it well. Nothing wrong with that. Who here, does anybody here have an audience of 1 million? Okay, good. I'm in the right crowd. If nobody here has an audience of 1 million, let's pay attention. Yes? Look how good Law look. Just look at him. Just stay sharp, y'all. He's pop on camera sharp. Beyonce, I woke up like this. There it is. Yeah, that's how he woke up, y'all. Don't bother him. Don't start no trouble now. Don't let them look fool you. It's still from New York. You understand? Yes.
That part.
Still in the house. Brooklyn's still in the house. You understand? Well, if you don't have an audience of 1 million, I showed you yesterday. I'm going to do some recap. I'm going to tell you why I delayed ATS coin and all sorts of things. Okay, I'm going to take you too fast, but that's okay. You'll be able to handle it. Definitely going.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, no, well, it ain't that kind of problem now. No. Definitely ain't that kind of problem. It is just I want to explain why you do some things because it matters. Why you do some things, and it'll be pretty good. It'll be pretty good. Be pretty fun. Yesterday, I showed you all the back numbers of Mexit News, the podcast. 547 downloads lifetime because I had no episodes up. And the ones that did just kept going and kept going and kept going. There's 547 downloads. And then yesterday was a total of 2 downloads. And whatever was last episode had 6 total downloads. Everybody remember that, right?
Yeah, it was down.
Okay. Look, Stradivari just messaged me and said ATS JR content, all the new content is crazy good. He's right. He's right. Yes, he's right. How many of you have been on YouTube to check things out? You should. It's not just on YouTube, it's everywhere. But this is part of the thing. If you're paying attention this morning, we are talking about growing the Mexit. Yesterday I called it growing your audience from 0 to 1 million. But it is safe to say the Mexit News podcast has an audience of 0. 547 downloads was lifetime, and the last download, Dolores, was a lifetime ago. You understand? It's been out since December 20. So you get to be even with me and build from where you are to 1 million. Is anybody okay with the idea of doing everything I do? Just repeat and you can do it. It's not hard. You go from 0 to 1 million. Does that make sense? Before I show you numbers and stuff, which I will, before I show you numbers, let me show you what's happening and why these numbers are being impacted. And I think that's important. So I'm going to show you Tempest episode just came out today, but the podcast came out yesterday. So Tempest podcast episode of the video came out yesterday morning, something, whatever, I don't know when. And her episode just came out just now, and Sugar has already commented on it. Thank you, Sugar. We appreciate you. Comments help and bless. Yes. And
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
That music is fantastic. It just probably didn't need to be as long as it was because she's so soft spoken.
Mm-hmm,
so as you're doing that again, keep that music. That music is phenomenal, and it definitely gets your attention. But it's a little bit too much of it with her being so soft spoken. She had a voice, like mine. It would be great, but she's so soft spoken. Cut it back just a little bit on the next ones, but keep that music.
Okay, good. Because on the one that just came out, ain't no music in there. All right, but the one that you're talking about the one. She's talking about So what I did, so now that's more feedback. So what I'll do is because that music was great, but I said it was too loud, which it was, and so now what I'll do is I'll shorten it and soften it a little more and see what the feedback is then. So thank you very much, Sugar. I sure appreciate you. Thank you very much. Now, of course, there's music in the intro that's different.
It sounds like music you play on a rainy day.
Well, that's what I was going for, a whole vibe. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going for a whole vibe. Let's check it out. I took feedback. This is important. We're gonna check out all of it. Just check it out. We'll never miss no TV stuff. So I'm trying to show people, y'all ain't us. No, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You're doing all right though.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday.
No music.
This is like at the end of the day almost. Today has been really busy. I've had meetings pretty much back to back. I reached out to some executives and directors, just networking and introducing myself and getting advice about this job, this position, and just making it in this field overall. I've met and connected with some amazing people. People have offered great advice. Hey everybody, my name is Tempest and welcome to Becoming.
All right, you got to catch Rest on Sports Center. Just want you to see that it's out there. Grace going to send them the link out there. Network with people smarter than me. You got to catch Rest on Sports Center. That's why y'all supposed to go ahead and do this. I've made some change. Obviously, I took the music out, but I'll put it back in there per Sugar's request, and we'll play around. Play. I got feedback from yesterday. Then took that one. Then I'll blend it a little better, shorten it up. But I like the music myself. I just didn't say that yesterday because it doesn't matter what I like. I like whatever my audience like. You understand what I'm saying? I like whatever my audience. Let it be a lesson to you. Let that be a lesson to you, right? When 3 people said, "Hey," I said, "Okay, cool." There you go. The idea here is Tempest is talking to people, documenting her cybersecurity journey for Mexit News, which doesn't exist anywhere on the planet. And it takes no effort to document your life. Right now, Law could be walking saying, "Hey, I'm on my way to," that's it. It's as simple as that. Takes no, and I told Dolores before, right? I said, "Hey, you know what you should do? You should document how you do the magazine." All right, there you go, right? This is simple as that. No hard problem. Easy. Tempest is not doing high production. Just because I'm doing high production doesn't mean Tempest is. You don't need to know how. Do you understand? You don't need to know how. Before I get the law, let me show you what else I'm doing that is making attention. Here's Tempest's thumbnail. Networking with people smarter than me, real small, because it's small. And then here's Deaunna's Heartbeat of the Universe, which we're going to come back to that in a second. Here's her other thumbnail. There's yesterday's thumbnail. If you look, the Mexit news stuff looked like this. But now that it's time to grow, it looks like this. Somebody needs to pay attention. I'm gonna do them again. Look like this. But
Welcome to our.
But now that it is time to grow, it looks like this. Does everybody see that? All right, remember that. So right now I covered a few things. I covered putting out content. I accidentally covered putting your stuff organized in a playlist. There's a playlist that's very organized. And then creating nice thumbnails, stuff that you can learn on Google. Go ahead, Locke.
What I was going to add is it's interesting as you said these things because I started documenting building Beat Me. So when it actually does, officially come out, what have you, you can see that. But also on this journey of moving to Texas as well, and it's definitely low in value or what have you. Like I don't have any special effects to it, nothing like that. Right. I honestly don't have energy to do all that stuff. But it will be a nice thumbnail on there. I can do that. That's fine.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm very careful.
No, that's right. All right. So you said the production value is going to be low, but the value is going to be high. You know what I'm saying? To his low cost, high value. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be low cost, low quality, but the value is going to be high. And that is just fine. And someone's saying, okay, well, I hear you, Antonio, but all right, well, I'm talking to you now. So for all you, I hear you, Antonio, buts. Let's go to Deaunna. I took the music out of this one too. I'll put it back in. Same stuff, right? Now remember, they're not doing all that. I'm taking stuff. That's me. Understand? That's me doing all that.
Okay, welcome to another episode of A Connected Life. I was reading this wonderful book about astrology, and I just wanted to share something with you that I learned. Astrology, I just thought it was like the study of the stars and, the zodiac signs. I'm a Taurus, by the way. I'm an earth sign. I do not like change a lot. Actually, let me not lie. I don't like change at all. If you've ever gotten tired of always popping a pill for something.
I really need y'all to learn that. Somebody tell me why I keep doing that. See somebody tell me why I keep doing that. What is that?
You mean adding the pictures and stuff like that?
Well, no, yes, but I'm showing a part of the episode first, and then it's going to the intro, and then the rest of the, it's not just starting off. Go ahead.
That first beginning before the intro, you're telling people what the video is going to be about.
So that's another. I hope y'all were all listening. Kim, I'm gonna repeat it just because you are stunning. You and Arshia came here to slay today. So I'm gonna repeat it for both of y'all. Okay? I'm gonna repeat it for both of y'all. You organize a playlist, create good thumbnails, put up the podcast a day 24 hours before, drop the video 24 hours later. That had nothing to do with planning. It just everything is in 4K. So this kind of makes sense to let the uploads take a long time, but the audio doesn't take a long time. Doing teasers so you can hear what's going on first to get an option if you want to keep listening. I mentioned the podcast. So it's on podcast, it's on video. I'm writing very well. There's something else we're doing. Let's go to it real quick. We're gonna go to. Y'all gotta catch Deaunna on Sports Center. Grace, when you finish, show them that link. But if you look at the show notes, and this is pretty clever here. This is pretty. Let me show you. So the heartbeat of the universe. Oh, I'm sorry. Then I also put their names up here. I made that change yesterday. I put their names up here. Let me go. So here you have Tempest, no name. And on the second episode, though, I put her name. That's obvious. Obvious. You keep doing it. The next time you Google Tempest Smith or she does it, it'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? That's obvious. So that's a change you all can make as well. If you want to, that's up to you. You grown. I don't care what you do. I'm just trying to bless you. Here, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. I wanted to go to the show notes. Here are the show notes. Heartbeat Universe, same thing. I repeat that. And I say, here's a story on Mexit News related to today's episode. It should be read in alignment with today's episode. Heartbeat of the Universe, talking about astrology. It is crazy that NASA has more evidence that aliens exist now. And if you click this, and trust me, people have. I have already checked the numbers. You can see it takes you to said thingy. Don't know how much time y'all spend on Mexit News, but we have one heck of a search. It's really, it's one heck of a search going on. We go to Tempest now. And hers is networking. I hope they're paying attention, Grace. I don't know if they're paying attention. Here is her title right here. Shout out to Tempest. Oh, well, you know what? Since Sugar responded, we're going to go ahead and let the algorithm know we the bomb. Good morning, Sugar. Sugar Spices. Here is the story, or same thing, related. It should be read in alignment, but this time, it's networking with people smarter than me. And this one says, an introvert's guide to networking. Ibrahim actually wrote this article. An introvert's guide to networking. And when you do it, here it is. Someone tell me what I did, please. I am listening. Not you, Grace. They're going to wake their ass up.
You are bringing the same traffic back to Mexit News, because that is what you're actually trying to populate.
That's
so
right.
Listen to that, then they'll want to go there, but then they'll fall in love with Deaunna, but they'll also fall in love with the source, because then they'll be able to go to Mexit News.
Look at you. You're just so stunning. She's just so smart, ain't she?
Yes.
I mean, parents ought to be proud. When you come to podcast, here's Mexit News. Same thing here. You see the episode, and then the episode, same thing. See that? Clickable links. People are going to see this. And just like Stradivari episode did, it said follow Stradivari here, blah, 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 blah. Everybody got it? In addition to that, if I click this here, it's going to do the, well, you can't see it because I only got it sharing the podcast, but should I click that, you will see it's going to do it. Same thing. Follow that. Same energy is happening. Now, what's happening now is Mexit News is beginning to make traction, and the powers that be, the algorithms, are starting to notice. We'll stop that for a second. We got good show notes on YouTube and podcast. Everybody? And if it's on that podcast, it's on every other podcast. Everybody understand? Mm-hmm. I was smart by starting Mexit News. I got it everywhere. That's why I put it up those 3 episodes first, so I could put it everywhere. It's on Stitcher. It's everywhere. Wherever there's podcast, it's in Audible. It's everywhere, because if you need 3 episodes to put it everywhere. So I did that first. That's why I did that December 20th, because I knew when I launched May 15th of 2021. So I did that December 20th, 2020. I knew when I launched May 15th, 2021, it would be everywhere. I would never launch something and then get started. I'm trying to drop these little nuggets so people can get something when they get something, but you know what I'm saying. It's just Renee picking up the nuggets. It's just she's the only one picking up the nuggets. Good show notes. Good. Yes. And as Adrian wisely said, oh, you met me on YouTube. Girl, come on over to Mexit. Oh, you met me on Mexit. Girl, come on over to YouTube. Let me show you again. I'm gonna show them this time, Grace. I'm gonna show them this time. So when you go back to share my screen, when you go back to YouTube, yep. When you go back to YouTube, it says, look, check out the entire series at What you say? What's gonna happen here? What you mean? What you talking about, Cletus? Look, you mean to tell me? I haven't put the second episode up yet, but you mean to tell me when she get 100 episodes, it's gonna be all 100 here, Grace? Yeah. Get out of here. Somebody not paying attention. All right. That ain't no different than a blog. So you can say, I can't. Yes, you can. That's WordPress, and that might as well just be it's a glorified blog. That's it. Any news station is a glorified blog. Do you understand? So don't say, well, I can't. Yes, you can, because any news station is a glorified blog. That's WordPress, which is free to the public. When I'm trying to show you something, Kim, I'm trying to say, hey, you saw me on YouTube? Get over here on the blog. Saw me on the blog? Man, go on over there on YouTube. You saw me on YouTube? Man, go on over there on Apple. Trying to help you out real quick. Oh, okay. Let me. You know what I should have did, Grace? I should have showed the cheesecake first. I should have showed the macaroni and cheese. What's your favorite food, Dolores?
I actually like pizza and ice cream. Get those salads.
You like pizza and ice cream together?
No, I mean I like pizza. I like ice cream. Oh, wings.
Oh, well, okay. All right then. Well, that explains you know the little dump in your trunk you got there. You understand? All right there. Do understand? You know what I'm saying? And she in the South. That makes sense. She likes wings in the South with some pizza and some ice cream. I do understand. Here is, just so you don't think it ain't Photoshop. There's, you know, sometimes I want to buy a little bit. Oh man, no, I'm not. It ain't Photoshop. Had no downloads. Remember?
I got a question.
Yes.
You just said something about when you jump back to YouTube, it says something about if you like this video, you can see them all. Say that one more time.
Yes.
What is it that you're going to go see? So they're only seeing one video of whatever you're doing, or is this like on your page? And explain that to me.
Got you. Not only will I explain it to you, I'll give you the template I'm using. How about that? I'll do both. I mean, I made up the template, but you can steal my template. Is that okay with y'all? You can steal the template. Here we go. So good question, Adrian. Y'all say thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
She blessed y'all. So you just go on and copy and paste. That's all you got to do. Copy and paste. Here is, it's right there in the chat now. There's my template. Yeah, see, look, it's still saying Connected Life trailer. I made it up when I put up the Connected Life. That's where the name of the episode goes. And then here is a story of a lovely lady. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Here is a story of Mexit News, blah, blah, blah. There is the article that I want you to go to. And then here is what this is about, whatever you're doing is about. And then follow Deaunna here, follow Antonio. Only reason my name is there because I'm using my audience. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're using your audience, you ain't got to put two people. Of course, I put Stradivari and everybody first, and then check out the entire series act. Everybody cool? This one little thing I am doing a lot. For one, what I'm saying, hey, audio only person, may I interest you in a text only platform? Hey, video only person, may I interest you in a text platform? Because it's 4 types of content, ain't it? Links, text, pictures, video. Hey, person who was never going to go to my website, may I interest you? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm trying to coat Kim, that's how you say it. That's how you say it in the South, in the old folk, coat. If I'm trying to coat Kim, I have to keep suggesting that I take her out. You understand what I'm saying? Boy, stop playing. You know, that's when you're getting it in the And then you get my mama old enough to be your mama. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you understand, right? And all that stuff like that. And boy, stop playing. You ain't this. Ain't you that? I'll be like, listen, Deaunna, let me just, what I'm saying? Let me just take you out. I ain't got time for that. Let me just take you out. If I keep suggesting, all of a sudden we go together. Okay. You got to do the same thing with your audience, though. They're not going to look at it the first time, Adrian. Or maybe you impress them so much they look at it the first time. But if you keep suggesting, now you got to be slick with this, y'all. You see, I don't have the same article up there. Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you I won't, because maybe sometimes two things is going to make sense. Maybe the same article makes sense for 2 weeks. But you shouldn't be repeating if you keep putting out content. If you document your journey, let me tell you why. The reason I don't want to keep putting out the same thing, because of FOMO. Grace, what it mean?
Fear of missing out.
Yeah. I want you to go, man, every time I come in, it's something different. And let me tell you something. There are people, especially if you're a coach, consultant, or something like that, if you're somebody that eats when you teach somebody something, the people like me who gonna buy from you, we love show notes. As a matter of fact, there are podcasts I just flat out don't listen to because the show notes they're non-existent.
Now, wait, when you talk about show notes, okay. Mm-hmm. So you have like the synopsis of what it is, but then that's in the description. So then I guess the show note goes like Grace takes notes for you, and it'd be those notes. Like that's how you make the show note.
That's
like
true.
Is that why you're saying that you don't have to watch the video, or you don't watch the video because there are no show notes?
I don't watch the video because there are no show notes. I won't. Well, in most cases, in half the cases, because show notes tell me I'm about to listen to some high quality information. Not only can I see it in the notes, if you took the time and did it, I know there's some value here. I know there's some value here instead of having to be disappointed. But it ain't just stuff that Grace take. It's not just stuff that Grace take. Let's say if I interview Dolores. So I interview Dolores, and as she talking, I'll just jot down some bulletin points. Ooh, boom. And so not 30 minutes in, I got 30 minutes of bulletin points. That becomes my show notes. I don't have to go back and listen to the episode. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you. There's a guy that's advertising on one of my probably Secrets of Success, because I don't see why he would go. Big guy, Jordan Harbinger show. Obviously, this is his website. He's on all these places plus more, obviously. But look at the show notes. Look at the show notes. What we discussed and all these things here. Mm-hmm. So this is going to, and then look, all this, you know that this is going to be a high quality episode. Go ahead, Grace.
Another person who also does very well with their show notes, like Antonio and the gentleman he just said, Neil Patel. Neil Patel will tell you everything that he's talking about in his video, and you can look at it and go word for word, like he did say that. So yes.
And one of the easiest ways to do that, like Yes, right. Yes, I'm stockpiling y'all stuff right now. The best way to do this is use your script. Like if you're going to talk, you have to have a script in most cases, unless y'all just wing it from the hip. But if you have a script and your script is pretty cool, don't hold on to your script, make it your show notes. Let's make it your show notes. It's you going in order. It don't have to be exact. At least tell them what it's about. The work that takes too long to do is always your most high converting products. The work that takes too long to do is always your most high converting products. Always. 100% of the time. That has never failed.
All right, now speak on that, because
yes,
believe that, okay, I have learned how to get up away from that. But now I'm determined to figure it out. So if it is something that I have to work extra hard with, not so much extra hard, because you know how I'm a follower. Yep. I'm a believer of what Phil says. So you gotta do it smarter. Right. So, but the what is that word? The tenacity. Mm-hmm. Like, just speak on that for a little bit, because my problem is, even if I ask you to do something for me, and what I'm asking for you to do is, I guess, time consuming or hard work, then I have to speak to the spirit of, because you believe that, you don't do the work.
Well, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
No.
So how do you push through? How do you push through? Because that makes sense. Like, because what you work hard for is, worth it. Like, if it comes easy, you don't want it. That kind of thing. But help me speak to the spirit of that, please.
Sure enough. Not only will I speak to that, I give y'all a formula that I use myself. I do both and. I'm always both and. As you can see, sharing the screen. Look at these, are so pretty. Mm-hmm. Look at that. And then boom. Law of attraction. Oh, these are so pretty. He must ain't had time. Nope, I ain't got time. I'll go back and make time later. These are so pretty. Oh, boom. Right? You know what I'm saying? And you go down. Look at that. Boom. 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 Oh, you just ain't gone. You know what I'm saying? I do both and. I do both and, just to let you know. But let me give you a formula of what I do. Here's my main goal. It doesn't stop me from converting. So let's make that very clear. But here's a formula. I've told this to you before. Now it's going to make a little bit more sense. I want y'all to put Roman numerals or something on your thingy. We're going to go with quadrants. Roman numeral 1 is low quality and low cost. Roman numeral 2 is low quality, high cost. Roman numeral 3 is high quality, low cost. And Roman numeral number 4 is high quality, high cost. And my suggestion to all of you is every day you need to drop at least one of each. And I know you never heard it like this before. I had to develop this over time. You drop at least one of each. And I know you convinced I got a team and they do all the work. They don't do no video or audio work whatsoever. I can't pull Grace off sales and say, Grace, come edit this video. To be honest with you, every bit of audio and video that you see that has ever come out of ATS has Deanna's doing audio now. 99.9999% been just me. Every bit of written word that has ever come out of ATS. Well, now you got Ibrahim doing a few things. 99.99999% me. And these
I did 2 videos for you as well, Antonio.
You did too, me. You sure did. You sure did.
2 out of 20,000.
Yeah. They were nice too. They were nice social media videos. I'm trying to tell you that when it comes to the video and audio and text of ATS, that's me. So don't say, but you got a team. I can't say, hey, Ibrahim, forget your clients. But I need, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say, hey, Deanna, I know you, hey, Monica, but no. So I want you to follow this formula. But let me get Zandra real quick. Go ahead, Zandra. I'm going to say Brandon.
You might say it, but I was gonna say in the midst of your formula, can you give like a brief example of the low high quality process?
Got you. I probably would have forgot it anyway. So let's go, because I do it. It's kind of hard to go when you do something so well. It's hard to go backwards. Low quality, low cost is picking up your phone. Hey everybody, Divine Connections here. Low quality, low cost. You already paid for this already, Jerome. Pick this damn thing up and go after it. Don't cost you no money. They don't. And some of you would have a much bigger Prophet Jerry. Prophet Jerry would have a huge audience if he would just document his daily journey. You can't be in his condition in the bed and always be churchy.
Okay.
Now, no offense to him or any of you, but I'm an actual human. And I know some days I don't want to mess with y'all.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Nor, Kim, do I want to mess with me. But y'all don't want to hit me. Some days I literally don't want to mess with me. And if I could push it a little further, Dolores, and I know you love the Lord, God had me messed up quite a lot. See, y'all don't want to see y'all so saved. I
was agreeing with you.
I told Grace the other day, God be tripping. I don't know what the hell he up there doing. I don't know what's going on.
That ain't how he said it, but he did the G-rated version for y'all.
Yeah,
but I agree with him. I do. It took a few seconds because of my Baptist, but I was like, "You right."
So here's the deal: you jump up the low quality, low cost to go. I do not want to get in front of the camera right now. I got to get in front of this camera in 10 minutes, and let me tell y'all something. I am not happy. My lights done got cut off. And I got to get in front of these folk and tell them God is good. God don't feel good right now.
Listen.
And I'm tired of serving people and my shit getting cut off. See, y'all don't want to keep it real with me, but I've been here before. So I know I'm not bringing up a hypothetical example. After all I done did, served and all that stuff, and my stuff cut off, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to these folk. Anyway, y'all drop some inspiration in the comments. I'll come back and check it. When I go, when I speak 15 minutes in, I'm feeling like myself again. And y'all done cheered me up. Just because when you're in your gift, you can't be sad. That's a word for somebody.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? When you're in your gift, you can't be in your gift and sad at the same time. At some point, that stuff gonna brush off you. And then right after this, watch this here, low quality, low cost. All right, y'all. I just finished the video and I feel much better. I think there's a lesson there. And you got both of them down, plus the video. And now people gonna look at you and go, nah, I fools with Jerome. Now that I can deal with. That's somebody I don't mind spending my money with. Y'all would have so much more fans and money if you just be real. There is coffee in this cup. It is 8:43 a.m. Would anybody be surprised if it got brown liquor in it? No. Do I fit the description of somebody who would put brown liquor in this cup? Kim was like, you sure do. Don't bring me home to your mama. I'm who she warned you about. You understand? Today, ain't no brown liquor in this cup. But the damn coffee is so strong, Jerome. You would think I'm an alcoholic anonymous trying to kick a habit. That's how strong the coffee is. How many scoops you put in this joint, Grace? No, tell him.
He said, hey, I need you to, because I showed him what's it called? The filter. I said, well, how much you want in here? I don't count scoops. He said, well, put 75% in there. Okay.
So I need y'all to know my coffee filter is 75% full. I can't drink y'all watered down McDonald's coffee. It's nasty. You understand where I come from? When I started drinking coffee in the Army.
Bruh, you need to watch your mouth
That's
because you is drinking something other than coffee. Talk about something you don't do scoops. You just pour 75% of the filter.
This ain't coffee.
Your bathroom experiences are worth it. That's all I can say.
Regular. You hear me? Regular. All right. My point is, y'all, if you just keep it real with your audience, you know what I'm saying? If you just keep it real with your audience, if you wake and bake, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
If that's what you do,
Work for Snoop Dogg.
Run that.
It does.
Run that. Do what you got to do. But there's nobody. It's coffee in the day. It's coffee. It ain't no problem. No. You tell I'm swallowing too fast. You understand? But you know when they said other stuff, Dolores, it go like this here. You know, you got to swallow other stuff a little slower. You understand? I'm swallowing too fast for that to be something in there. Because I keep it real with my audience. I ain't shit. You understand? I'm not. And under no circumstances am I ever gonna sit up here and pretend that I am. I just happen to believe nobody on planet Earth is shit. That's what I just happen to believe. I think all of us are little steaming piles of dung. And the only ones of us that mess up the world is the ones that think they don't stink. That's what I think.
Oh,
You understand what I'm saying? That's what I think. Low quality, low cost content is one of the greatest ways to build super fans because you can just catch your mood right now, get that done. So what's low quality, high cost? All right.
One of the greatest ways to build super fans.
One of the greatest ways to build super fans is pick up your phone and say, this man make me sick. I am so happy my breakthrough came today. I just got my hair done and somebody is paying for my lunch today. Don't act like you women don't be getting no free meals from us men. You understand what I'm saying? All right. You understand what I'm saying? It's my birthday and I ain't answered nobody called today. You hear me? You just got to do it. You got to do whatever you got to do. Boom. Low quality, low cost. Low quality, high cost is to take your cell phone, put it on a tripod, turn it like this, and pay for a background. Put it on 4K and then edit it. Your editing software is $400. The background was $100, and maybe you rented the Airbnb or something. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all right now have enough talent? You know what? Who wants? Let me see. I need 2 volunteers. I'm not telling you what it's for.
I'm in.
Okay. All right. Who? Zandria. Who was that second? Renee.
That was me.
Perfect. This is what I want y'all to do. Zandria, Grace, go to my YouTube page right now. There is a clip on there in the Law of Attraction Coaching called Never Struggle Again. Send that to Zandria. Let's put it out here right now. Zandria, the first link is for you. Never Struggle Again. And then Renee, your clip is going to be No Reason to Find Fault. Okay? No reason to find fault. And then the first one is going to be Never Struggle Again. Zandria, when the next time you're going to travel?
I got a few dates coming up starting April 3rd, 10th, 20th.
I want you to wrench around and wrench it off. I want you to get your Airbnb, your hotel, do something. You hear me? This is what I want you to do. I want you to buy a tripod, set your camera to 4K. You understand what I'm saying? And what I want you to do is you're gonna take my Never Surrender, whatever I said it's called, and you're gonna take notes. And everything that strikes you, every single thing that strikes you, like, man, I gotta write that down. Write that down. And when you finish those notes, there's your movie script. And then you're gonna sit in front of that camera You ready?
I'm ready.
And you're gonna talk about each one of them lines on that movie script. You hear me? So just straight bullet points. Don't even try to word for word it. Just straight bullet points, and you're gonna talk about it as long. And here's the trick: when you done, shut up. That's what most of y'all don't know how to do. When it ain't nothing up there, you be quiet. See, most of y'all don't. You don't know how to stand up, and you don't know how to sit down.
Watch it.
When you done with a point, don't say nothing else. You just let the editing process work that out.
I really don't appreciate you talking about me like that. I'm learning. I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do good. You ain't had to do that. It's okay. I'm at work. I'm gonna be quiet.
that's most people don't know how to. They don't know how to sit down. Know when to be quiet. Renee, same thing for you. Y'all record that. Zandra, do you have somebody know how to edit?
I think I do a pretty good job.
Good. Renee, you got somebody know how to edit?
No, but I might be able to ask Mr. Lord because I don't know how to edit.
So we'll work it out. We'll work it out. You drop a little change or something, or you go to Fiverr, whatever it is. Y'all do that. Y'all ready? If y'all do that, record it, get it edited, get it done. Not only will I put it on all my networks with your stuff, like links back to you, I'll put it on ATS TV as well.
Okay. All right, bet. All right.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole audio become podcast episodes. You'll get, by the time the year's over, you have 2 million people you done reached. Challenge accepted. There it is.
All right.
Come on, y'all clap for them.
Pinky promise.
That's it. Go ahead, Grace.
Zandria, I put the video for you in Discord. Renee, I put it for you in Messenger.
All right,
okay, I got it.
I can't get confused. That is a perfect example, Dolores, of low quality and high cost. It's gonna cost a little bit. What kind of equipment they need? Cell phone. And then she already paying for a vacation. Might as well just slide that little hotel lamp to the side. Get your little 4 feet of space. This wall is green. You know what? Ain't nobody gonna know you shot it in the hotel, boo-boo. You hear me? Ain't nobody gonna know. You just go ahead, look like you on set somewhere.
That's set.
Real talk. You on set somewhere. That's just what it is. Low quality, high cost. High quality, low cost is same process. I could take the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But let's say I take it from a movie to a series of movies, or I chop that movie up, or I make each point an episode. So now I got 30, 15-minute episodes. I call it a series. And it's high quality, but it didn't cost me much money. And I turned the series into a workshop. And I turned the workshop into a keynote.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Jerome gets it. Here's what Jerome could do for his book right now. Okay, let me repeat it for Grace, because he wants to repeat it real quick. Same concept I just said. Get your cell phone. It's high quality if you put it in 4K. But this time, I'm going to stretch that high quality out to a series-ish. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And listen, ladies, I've seen y'all Instagrams. You do a lot of professional photo shoots in front of mirrors every chance you get. So this ain't that hard. The same concept it take you to get them angles right with this here. It's the same concept it take you to shoot moving angles. It's the same thing. So you already got the talent. How dare you, sir? You already got the talent. What I'm saying is, you take the high quality content, but they don't cost no money. Mm-hmm. And then instead of she take all them bullet points, she said, I want to do a movie. Let me do 30-part series on whatever she's gonna create this theme, Kim, whatever this is. 30-part series on this thing. Now she's the only person in the world with 30-part series on that thing. Then she's gonna talk about it, and then she's gonna counsel people with that. And then she's going to turn that into a workshop. She's going to turn that workshop into a keynote. She's going to turn that keynote into a program. All of a sudden, she's charging $24.99 a month to be in the Never Surrender program by Kim Landry. Now all of a sudden, people treating you like they treat Lisa Nichols. What's your speaker fee? And you say $2,500 plus travel. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. That's high quality, low cost. High quality, high cost is exactly what you think it is. All right. Don't even need to explain it. It is exactly what you think it is. Just the crew, all this stuff. You're paying for the makeup girl to do your makeup. You know what I'm saying? You know, all that stuff. When we did the video with Jaquita, that was high quality, high cost. That was both. That was the high quality cameras. And then I rented out a whole place. It was I forget what you call them. It was a studio warehouse thingy. You know, it was a studio warehouse thingy because I wanted those walls, those particular kind of walls. That cost $2,000. The next commercial for Happy and Secure is going to cost at least $15,000 or $20,000 because something that we're buying costs $12,000 alone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like just like that. That's high quality, high cost. And how has the commercial has converted well. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Reason I'm bringing it up.
I don't know who asked that question, but I want to say thank you because you are new to the group. Antonio, you've done that a couple of times. I got that quadrant written in my notes almost 3 times, 3 or 4 times. But today, as you would say, Grace, today was the day.
That was the day.
Like, oh shit. Like, so thank you very much for your questions and asking for your examples because those examples, God, child. But then it could also be me, you know, how, you know, that was my future self taking them notes before. And now I'm actually vibrating where I can hear you. But yeah, no, today I now understand the 4 quadrant that I've been looking at for 2 years. Thank you so much.
That's your formula for
That's
watch the quadrants, the formula for.
I ain't no formula for it. It's just what it is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think it was Adrian, asked, well, what do you, I forgot her question, but you said this is the formula I follow. And then you did the 4 quadrants.
Oh, yeah. About, yeah, she was asking, you know, how do you, I'll translate her question in. How do you decide what to give attention to, what not to give attention to? Because some of the people I be having help me be complaining. Some of the other people I be having to help me don't be complaining. So I just trying to figure out, you know, how do I need to get around their effort and their energy? So if you can just hook me up, I'd appreciate it. It's how I translate it.
But then, damn, you answered that question. Look, because if that's what you was answering, that made sense though. Because no, it's like, but a lot of it, like you said, you do. And so if you can do it and it makes it, and you produced it better, you know, then it's easier to help out, I guess, in an instance. But you have to understand what it is that you're talking about.
That's right.
Because looking at the breakdown of it, I'm sitting here asking for high quality, low cost, and somebody's vibrating at low cost, low quality.
Right.
And so therefore there's a difference in the page of where we were, because in your quadrants, I'm thinking, okay, that is what I'm trying to do right now. Right. I'm trying to take all of the D blocks that I have and break them down into different series of like different episodes of series that can then be broken down. So now when I do all of that, it should be on YouTube. It should be, the audio should be stripped and it should be made podcast.
Right, but exactly. And you should start preaching, and you should start preaching in series. You know what I'm saying? So now you got your series become collections and your series become books.
Watch it. Right, which now becomes easier to do. But my problem is that's like starting from here and creating now. I've been doing it for 5 years. So there's 5 years of archive stuff.
Right. So you just find you find a theme. You find a theme and you match them up and you say, you know what, here's my collection.
Here we go. Come on.
Here is the Keep Your Head Above Water collection. And there's 25 of them. And on her website, it's $99. Kim, I'm giving away the nuggets today. You understand?
Yeah, you're making sense today. Good.
Making sense today. You understand? Making sense. But let me bless Jerome. What Jerome can do with his books. You take every chapter in this book, just a chapter, sit down for 15 to 30 minutes and do a few things. Break down the hidden gems behind the chapter, break down why he wrote this chapter, break down who he was thinking of when he wrote about this chapter, and then publish that with the book. So you go and get the book, but then you join his membership only website and get all the help aids that come with the book. This is 0 to 1 million. If you're not collecting information, Dolores, you're not growing. You understand? Somebody need to hit that.
I like that. I like that.
That's it. That's what you got to do. Every time I travel, I say, ooh, look at me getting ready to produce another series, a blog, or a movie. I'm gonna tell you why I think like that, Kim. Because I'm well, you wise. You done already read me out in your discernment. you done already read me out in your discernment. You wise. When I travel, somebody owed me something. You hear me? Because I didn't have to spend money. I don't know if y'all know, I don't like spending money.
Right.
So since I had to spend money, I'm getting something out of it. I don't care what the something is. I just need to get my money's worth, or I'm gonna have a problem because I had to spend money. I am y'all old uncle. You hear me? I don't like spending money. That's $2.53 worth of money. That's what I'm looking at. You drink all that soda. You put some water in that milk. You're gonna do something. And you open one box of cereal at a time in this house.
That's it.
Dog it. You open one box of cereal at a time. And these rats all over the place. You know what I'm saying? These roaches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know them folk next door dirty. And brought that stuff. Anyway, y'all don't come from where I come from. You understand?
I'm with you, Antonio.
There it is. I'm just trying to tell you. 0 to 1 million. So let me tell you how much this worked. We all know yesterday the total downloads was 547. This is not up for discussion. I showed it to y'all 50 times yesterday. It's digitized in the digital world. Here it is. And right now, when you click on it, we went up to 7. So that is 200 plus downloads in one day.
Still Internet Explorer top app.
Still Internet Explorer top app. It's going to change, though. It's going to change because I made some changes I'm about to show y'all. But look, remember I told you I have no idea what happened on this day. Right. This was all the downloads yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday was 200. Okay. Yesterday was 241 downloads.
Wow.
Well, I can't see our faces. Let me hold on. Let me pull you up right here. There we go. So don't tell me this don't work, Dolores. That's one day. Now imagine giving that same effort every day for a year. That's exactly how the Secret to Success podcast is so crazy popular. Yes, ma'am.
What was that they were watching? That is.
We can find out for ourselves. Look, when you come in here, they give you good analytics. Deaunna episode got 9 downloads yesterday. This just according to them. Tempest got 13.
All right.
March 22nd was yesterday, right?
Yes.
So it's just 3 episodes yesterday. 10.
Okay. Now, were they full? And what I'm asking is from what we saw and what we did yesterday. So like yesterday, I think we were working on something that I guess was permanent. So like earlier when you were showing the examples of what they were doing, you asked the question and you said, do you all know what I'm doing?
Yep.
So what you were doing in that manner was showing us the difference between that permanent that will always be there, which is what we learned yesterday about stating exactly what it is that this is going to be about, and then welcoming you to get them involved, like, subscribe, and share, whatever, and then comment below. So that becomes the permanent.
Good job.
Is that every time you do something now, that would always be the first thing, or is there something that was in that list of embedded or whatever? Like, where does that one permanent thing go that you don't have to keep it every time to do what you're doing?
Right,
100.
So I'll show you how the permanent thing. It has video and audio. In addition to that, this is why I'm not telling y'all to. I get it, but I did hook you up though. I was nice. I'll show y'all. When I come here, I'm gonna share my Discord. I did. Here's Grace telling y'all about the phone calls. And then here's a Mexit article. I don't bother y'all. I just post. I don't at everyone unless it's important. You get what I'm saying? But here's the deal. I actually showed y'all. Y'all saw me record it, and I actually posted it. And I gave y'all the YouTube link that can't nobody else see. I gave it there. I did. A shirt I had on yesterday, etc. But I'm going to be ready to play it though. I took it from the 3 minutes it was to about a minute and 16 seconds, because there was one thing I wanted in there that was important to me. But before I show you the video, let me show you exactly the brilliance Adrian just talked about, because I would have forgot to bring it up. And I'm so glad she asked, because here it is. And then when you click this here, listen. If you have to protect what you're putting in your mind, your eyes, or your soul, that's why I created Mexit News. Nobody's got time to be scared to death. Hey everybody, I'm Antonio T. Smith Jr., and we're trying to put as much money in your pocket as possible. News should not make you hate people. It should be a blessing to you so you can move into a different tax bracket. Before we get started, I want to bring your attention to the show notes. There is an article from Mexit News that's related to this particular recording, podcast, or however you're viewing it on whatever platform you're on. That's important because not only do I want you to get extra information, but you allow me to keep this content free because we get paid from traffic. So if you just interact with that article, I can keep giving you the best information and free content because advertisers would pay me to keep this free for you. Question for you. Was the music too loud? Was the music too soft? Was it distracting? Was the content good? Please give me feedback so we can continue to get better and better, because we value you and I want to get better and better by you.
Okay, welcome to another.
Did y'all catch that? And then Deanna popped right up in there. Not on YouTube. I may put it on YouTube, but everybody, pay attention. I want to show you something important. It was 242 downloads yesterday. Grace 9 plus 13 plus 10.
32.
So the new episodes accounted for 32 of those episodes, Kim. What this means is that was a bunch of new people following the podcast, or older people who had it being resurrected and then going, and their settings either had them automatically download or they went back to the first episode, because everybody who listens to a podcast, most people do that. Most people do that. Let me show you something else. Real slick with it. Here is the video. I'm not going to play the whole thing because you just heard it in audio. But here's the video. I want you to see how, remember how Neil Patel had multiple scenes, how you could tell they was cut? Well, me too. If you have to protect what you're putting in your mind, your eyes, or your soul, that's why I created Mexit News. Nobody's got time to be scared to death. Hey everybody, I'm Antonio T. Smith Jr., and we're trying to put as much money in your pocket as possible. News should not make you hate people. You see how? All right, let's cut up. Look, there's a lot of things going on there I need y'all to catch. For one, I ain't shaved, and I ain't shaving today. Well, I might shave today. Well, but I listen, man. I use a straight razor, and every now and then you need to give your face a break. You understand? And so, Kim, you're going to take whatever stomach I give you. You hear me? The beach is going to take whatever body I walk on it with. Do you hear me? And you're going to take whatever this face look like. Real talk.
I'm sorry, Antonio. I love looking at these things, but I'm really trying to get this real quick.
I got you.
Even back where you just were, can you explain what I guess it says embed a video and then make a video. Like, so explain what the top one is versus what the bottom one is.
What
They say
you
like
saying,
create
embed
the
a
video. Like when you're going, like go back to your podcast, go back to the cover.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
But like there's like, okay, obviously I'm really trying to do
right
this.
here.
So go back.
Click on one of your
the episode.
Right there. Embed
right here.
Oh,
Embed
yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this is
generate
important.
video. Like, what's
okay.
the difference between, like, how do you do what you?
So here's what generate a video would look like. So if you come to playlist over here, oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Give me a second. If I go to, where is that? Here we go. If I go to playlist, and if I keep going, I'm gonna find like the secret to success. Oh, this is actually a perfect example. I have HIV podcast.
So
this is what
for the last.
It creates a video of the podcast. It's not gonna like animate it for me. But see how this is moving.
It's been a little bit less than that.
If that's gonna stay, but see how that's moving. So now it could be played on different platforms. Y'all get it? And each one of these is a video that's been the podcast cover and the little wave in the background. That's what that's talking about. Embedding this.
Generate the video.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. Yes, I passed on that, but I did not pass on that because I did something else slick yesterday. Since the Mexit News homepage gets plenty of traffic, I wrenched around Jerome and wrenched it off. I embedded the whole podcast right here. So the first thing you see is what's trending. Second thing you see is videos. The third thing you
and
see
above. Oh.
Yeah. Say it again for me, Ibrahim. You cut out. I think it was to say above the fold. But y'all see it?
How if your people are on desktop?
Right. A bunch of people on desktop. Whole bunch of them on desktop. Y'all see it? So listen, I'm doing everything I can to get more traffic. So I embedded it here. I sure did. So how do you do that? Well, like I said, I recommend it's red circle to y'all, but y'all grown. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can do this here. So you come to your podcast, and then you can embed podcast player. And then you pick what you want it to look like. Light, dark. I picked blurred background because of the theme and stuff, what I wanted to look like. This one, I almost picked this one too, but I just thought that was a little boring. And then you come right here, and then they give, I'm on the wrong screen. My bad. I got two Google Chromes up. My bad. Okay. Here we go. Let me start over. You come to your podcast on red circle, but all these players have this here. You go to embed podcast player, light, dark, blurred background is what I got. And you copy, you copy the HTML, it'll copy the code for you. The code's there, you just put it on your website in HTML. Simple as that. It'll do everything for you. Great way to do that. Reason why you want to do that, and I don't have on any autoplay. I don't want that. I want people to do it themselves because I don't want to mess up the quality of the website. Who was that for to say something?
No, it was just me saying thank you.
Oh, very welcome. Very welcome. Yeah. Plus, I did something else slick. This is why y'all need fan pages. And I want to show you. Here's podcast again. But can you tell though? I went to work. This ain't something or shit I just prayed about. I had to go to work. Tell me y'all pray too much. God already told you can have it. Stop all that praying and get to work. Get to work. I said what I said. Get to work. Let me show you. Watch this here. Facebook. This is why you need a fan page because I did something slick, Jerome. I did something slick. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Let me take y'all back to red circle real quick. Take you back to red circle. Back to red circle. When I come here, this wasn't there yesterday. Look, here's whatever you call this thing. And then Apple, 7%. That was like 75% yesterday, wasn't it? The desktop still 50% though. Look, Facebook at 21%. That wasn't there yesterday. Chrome, Safari. Facebook now. See, Antonio ain't no dummy. And that stuff with mobile yesterday, that was like 98% desktop. Watch this shit, y'all. I'll go back to Facebook. Here's what I did. I came to Facebook. I went to my little settings. And right here, Facebook has, I mean, if I'm going to reach these people, if I got 445 followers in the last 28 days, new followers, Jerome, might as well tap into them, huh? Okay. Well, I don't get 445 followers, Antonio. Well, keep posting. You will one day. That's just how it works. You understand what I'm saying? And trust me, that ain't nothing. There's folk getting 445 in every second. Come down here, look, podcast. And right there, guess what I did? I added me a little podcast to my little page. Why? I'll show. Well, you can't see it on the desktop. It's only mobile. You can only see it on the mobile. So if you're trying to go find out what it looks like, you're not going to see it on a computer. You have to pick up your phone to see what they're talking about. So Grace, go to my page. Whoever one that finds it first. I just got a text from Kid. Hey, I'm Kid 50. Look at that. That boy's out it. I'm about to get this Rolls Royce pretty soon. I want a Rolls Royce Phantom. You're looking for my podcast, Grace. Whoever finds it first. So we're going to my page. It's on mobile. You got to be. That's it right there. So Grace found it. Let me show it to y'all. So on the mobile version, it does this. There's that video again, Adrian. And what it does.
Our penny days are back, just in time for spring at JCPenney. Stock up on wardrobe staples to home essentials, like tees for the family, select styles starting
That's secret to success. Now on Facebook, you can listen directly.
towels in an array of colors, or use your coupon to save
You
an
get it?
extra 25%.
You can only see it on Facebook.
When you choose that, and then you know how it copies it or whatever, it copies the link. So you have to then take that link and upload it to wherever you're going to be streaming it.
You only got to do it once. As soon as you upload your podcast to your Facebook page, fan page, of course, business page, once you do that, every time you upload an episode, it uploads over there automatically. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the point of an RSS feed. You don't have to do anything at all. Here's Mexit News. Blue, you see it? It's pulsating, getting little pictures. This is Facebook doing its thing. I don't have to do that. And when I come in here, if you have to protect what you put in and there I go again. That's why I created Mexit News. Great show notes. All right, so here's the deal. I'm done. I'm actually, I got one more thing for y'all. Some metaverse stuff I'm gonna tell y'all.
Wait a minute. I just gotta ask you an honest question.
Come on, hit me up with it.
Show notes.
Show notes are important.
They are important, but so you only need one set of show notes, correct?
You know, that's a good question, Adrian. I got you. I'm going to bless you. I did that for a long time, and sometimes I still do. If I have Grace post something for me, actually, now I just tell them just take my show notes. I'm very glad you asked that, Adrian. Very, very glad. I'm going to expose my screen for you real quick. Here's my notes. Move this out the way. Everybody can see my notes, right? Yes. This is Deaunna's. I just copied and pasted that for y'all. I have, Adrian, you're so right. I have a note in here called permanent description. I haven't updated since December 20th, 2021. Permanent description. And right here, Adrian, is a permanent description that I can use at any time. Permanent description, and what it does is say, I know it's kind of small for y'all, I do apologize, but it's a subscribe to my YouTube, consider being a supporter. If this added any value to you, go to Patreon. Here are my other podcasts. Here's some books I'm selling. And you want to connect with me? I got you. And besides, you can text me too. # the kid from Galveston. That's a little play. Here's the Black and Baptist show. I ain't got to come up with no notes. It's right here. I just copy it every time I upload an episode, copy it there. Here's Zaria Morris, which is coming out soon. Don't worry about it. We be working behind the scenes. Here's my notes, and then here's all the keywords that I know I'm going to use each time I do it. Already set up for me. Here's Simple the Witch. Same thing. Behind the scenes videos. And when I do behind the scenes video editing, it's already right here. I already got it. Tools, and I just replace it with tools. Within, I have literally shows for every single thing that I have done thus far and a permanent description. So once I do it once, I just follow it one time. And what I'll do is, as a blessing to you.
May I get a copy of that, please?
A
version of something of that sort. But yes, no, that is it. Okay.
That's it. That's it. You do it one time. I'm gonna see if it gonna fit in here. Did it fit in there, Grace? It didn't fit in there.
You know, Antonio, the reason people are watching your podcast on desktop is because they're stealing the description. They need to copy and paste that stuff.
You just might be right for sure. I just gave that to Grace. Grace just gave y'all. She's gonna give y'all the fun. Just put it in a Word document, and then put it in the chat, and then put it direct here. I'll put it to Discord, Grace. I'm gonna put it to Discord. Y'all gonna put it to whatever. Oh, it says message too long, so don't worry about it. I ain't upgrading. There you go. I like free Discord. You fancy folk can upgrade. She gonna put it in a Word document real quick and send it to y'all just like that. I'm gonna give you my closing thoughts, and I want to tell you about what we're doing with the metaverse, and it's important. Tip has just spent $1,800. Well, anyway, we're gonna. That's. I want to end with that. Stradivari. Remember, we even. Dolores, Divine Connections magazine has a bigger audience than Mexit News. At least the podcast. Mexit News right now is averaging 2,300 people a day. Just going to it, 2,300 people a day. Listen, we even. Even Steven. The playing field is even. I'm building this from scratch. And I know somebody gonna do it, and Jerome gonna tell y'all, folk, don't do it, but y'all gonna do it anyway. This next year is gonna pass, and every day I'm gonna work on Mexit, and every day I'm gonna give it away for free. Plus, it's a playlist that's got nothing but Mexit News, but then I created a whole playlist just for y'all to go back. It's just called Growing Mexit News from 0 audience to 1. I should charge you for it, but I'm to 1 million. But I'm not. It's a whole playlist on YouTube. It is yours. And I'm uploading each episode to the podcast, which is going to happen right after this. You understand what I'm saying? To the podcast. Pay as close attention as possible. Me and Kim and Arshia and Frida going to build these million people audiences. You understand what I'm saying? And some of y'all going to be like, wow, I'll do it next. And what's going to happen is you ain't going to do it. And then a year from now, Kim gonna be in a private jet, and you're gonna be like, I could have did that, but you didn't. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't when we was even. Real talk, God took away all y'all excuses. We even, Zandria. We even. Everybody here saw Mexit had 2 downloads yesterday. You cannot deny that. And one day went from 2 to 242. That cannot be denied. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all ought to be so rich. You got pet alligators and dolphins. You don't know what to do with your money. You're just doing too much with it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, because once you build an audience like that, it's over. And let me bless y'all.
So you just gonna make us look bad live.
We even. See, the cool thing, this is why me and Ken so cold. I mean, this is why me and Ken so cool. Because I'm just gonna keep it real. If I got it, I got it. If I ain't got it, I'm gonna tell you I ain't got it. I don't mind sharing you my screen. Because I ain't got nothing to hide. It is evident. This is 100%, man. This is not hard, y'all. It is not hard to keep it real. I don't know what happened after 1981, but I don't know what the hell happened. But keep it real stopped immediately. I'm not sure what happened.
85, not
85? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
They don't make them. I don't know what happened. Here's the deal. There is no doubt. There is absolutely zero doubt that I am getting paid crazy bucks off this podcast. It's almost at 1 million downloads in the last 12 months. And I wouldn't know Red Circle that long. Pay attention. They don't even have 12 months of data on me. And I tell you, after a year, I know my podcast gets 2.4 million downloads every episode. I know it does. Because I've been podcasting. I know it does. But when you got 877 downloads, that has nothing to do with the plays. I get paid I make enough money from my podcast alone to never work again. Let me show you again. Y'all gonna pay attention today. You're gonna pay attention today.
Yeah.
Remember, Ibrahim was like 68,000. Already at 56,000. We done jumped. Now I'm gonna tell you why this jump happens, because I keep getting more famouser. That's what this is. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. That's exactly what this is. I work on my network continuously, and then I get the day. Look, 80% mobile, 6% desktop, and people work out listening to me. You know what I'm saying? That's wearables. That's the the wearable stuff. Yeah. This is almost at 1 million downloads. You know what I'm gonna do? When this get to $1 million, even though we already been at $1 million, I'm gonna do like $1 million soiree or something. You know what I'm saying? This is the third podcast that pays money. In the last 30 days, $6,000. Attention. That's all right. I'm just trying to get you to see. I'm just trying to get you to see. We even. I'm not telling. I know how to do this. I'm not telling. This ain't no teacher getting paid from teaching. I don't get paid from teaching. I'm telling you, I know how to build a podcast to retire from, and we all started yesterday. From zero, Jerome. And if that ain't enough motivation for you to do the Mexit News podcast has no audience. And no, you did not see, I ain't borrowed from nowhere. And I ain't spent a dime, and I ain't gonna spend a dime. I'm going to 1 million audience. Now, again, I told you yesterday, I don't care if that's 1 million people or 10,000 people going 100 times a day. That don't bother me one bit. But you know what I gotta do? I gotta upload every day. Just about. You know why? Because Apple and all the algorithms out there need to see me as active. Because the more I'm active, the more they're gonna show me to their most active users. The more I'm inactive, the more people who log in every 60 days is gonna see me. Now, I can guarantee there's no podcasting platform that keeps accurate numbers. There's none. Because if I log into Apple, they're going to tell me some completely different numbers. And the numbers are going to be higher and all sorts of weird stuff. And that's okay. Here's a blessing about this, though, Arshia. On Red Circle, all you need is 500 downloads a week. That's all you need. Okay, Grace ears just perked up. All you need on Red Circle is 500 downloads a week. And you come to ad platform, Red Circle ad platform, and I got 3 podcasts opted in. These don't qualify. Mexit News about to qualify, ain't it? Then that's going to be for,
Okay. Who are you getting paid for?
Then that's going to be 4 podcasts that are monetized. And each one has a completely different audience. These ain't my closing thoughts. This is me trying to help you. Here's the deal. We're going to do this today, but I'm going to do it. But I ain't dumb either, though, Dolores, because I purposely titled it Growing Mexit News Audience from 0 to 1, and I did 0 to 1 million. I'm doing it. And guess what? I'm recording on Zoom. As soon as I get the email that it's done, I'm going to take that, upload the audio, put my little thing up front, and it's going to be part 2. It's going to be up on the Mexit website. Mexit podcast. So even not trying to produce content, I'm still producing content.
Is there a requirement to get on Red Circle?
Nope.
Almost one more time how you did it, because that's the process right there. What'd you do?
So I just happen to be teaching how to grow Mexit podcast. And since it's the name of the podcast, I'm just going to put it up there. Everything else is kind of, original news content, but I'm just put it up there. And if I do 1,000 episodes, if it take me 1,000 episodes, Kim, to get to 1 million, that's going to be 1,000 Mexit podcasts. It is what it is. Red Circle, I've been telling you about Red Circle for a year now. It was free. They just changed their price like last month or 2 months ago. It's still free now, but then they got little tiers now. I'm grandfathered to tiers. You can't have 9 podcasts without paying $9.99 a month. I came over here they recruited me over. They recruited me over because I'm a big podcaster when they first started. They just raised, you can Google Red Circle Venture Capital. They just raised like $1 billion. It was people from Uber who started this, or Google, one or the other. I'm just trying to tell you, can we even? I know you write the book, and it would be so much easier for your book if you have a large podcast audience to tell about your book. That made some sense there, Freedom. That made sense. It's so much easier to do God's work with money in your pocket. It is. And you less control. Donald Trump acting like Donald Trump is a billionaire. You hear me? What you gonna do? Take his money? You didn't do nothing. Last thing, well, we building together. We even. But it's going to take everyday effort. To get to 1 million person audience and you take a day off, you do not deserve 1 million person audience. There is a difference. So what's the process requirement? Get Red Circle, you can just jump on there, no problem. There is an article needed on this. You show right. I do need to write an article on this. I sure will. I'll write. Can you send it to me line now? How to grow your podcast audience to 1 million people. Listen, y'all. I'm telling you 100%. We are even. Tempest just gave. She spent $1,800 yesterday. Not yesterday, but it wasn't yesterday. Anyway, I noticed she spent $1,800 yesterday. But we've been in class, Jerome. We've been in class. I just want to read y'all this crazy stuff. I ain't even told Frida and them yet, but I'm gonna wrench around and wrench it off, Jerome. Web VR, build VR websites, build VR apps, virtual reality apps, develop augmented reality app for the retail industry, augmented reality game development, intro to augmented reality, metaverse wealth creation course, create an augmented reality block builder game. I won't bother you with that. Discover XR and interaction for virtual reality, and the metaverse and AR augmented reality bundle. We ready. So not only is I know I ain't told you, Frida. Well, because it couldn't, we had to master it first. You understand what I'm saying? We had to master it first. Don't worry about it. But that's why I'm testing. Let me see your programming. Let me see. I know you was programming the other day. Okay, Grace told me. She told me in your morning, your hourly notes. She told on you. Good.
Okay. Okay.
Like, come on, put me in, coach. I'm just trying to tell you that virtual reality, augmented reality, we strong enough now to teach it, Kim. Now you could spend $1,800, or we can bundle it all together. I think I got that at what, $3,900 or something like that. For all of it, something like that. As far as I'm concerned,
this really does deserve a round of applause, people. It really does.
Yes.
Yes.
As far as
Thank
I'm
you.
concerned, Dolores, I'm gonna open it up to the public now. I know Jerome is ready. I know that. I'm opening it up to the public. I think he's the only one that took advantage or has been taking advantage. He's the only one
With the computer?
the computer program.
I believe so for right now.
That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no sense. Y'all gonna get passed up. You're gonna get passed up. Business,
left
sales,
behind.
marketing. The reason why I'm not charging for this 0 to 1 million podcast, Dolores, because it's business, sales, marketing. It's free. I told you what I was going. I told you what I was going to do. I should charge you for this. I'm not. It's free. We're a tech company. All right, now my last words. There's a story in the Bible where there is a young lady that has a problem. The problem is she's a woman. The problem is she is a Gentile. And the other problem is she sell her body. And the cool thing about this story is the Jewish God says, you sure look good to me. I tell you what, next time we come through, tie this little red thing on the door. Mm-hmm. You, your whole family, you with me now. Mm-hmm. I did not add a single thing in there, Jerome. That was the text. I didn't prostitute the text. I gave it as it was. You understand? God said, you with me now. And that gives me a lot of hope. Can I tell you why, Dolores? It gives me a lot of hope. Because I ain't shit. See, y'all don't want to see, I don't look at these stories and I'm never every time I read a story, the sacred text, I am never the good guy. Never. I never look at the story, but yep, I act just like Jesus. Nope. I am always the rejected. That's not a self-esteem problem. I know who I am. And I'm so glad that every now and then, God will send a man and say, tell Antonio he with me now.
Yeah. Come on, sir.
Are you going to the promised land, land of Canaan, and all that stuff? That's already happened. But you can go to the metaverse, and you can own a big piece of it. I'm
watch it.
I would say I'm going somewhere I should, but I didn't already landed there. I don't know if I'm a man of God. That's debatable. But I can tell you I was sent. Now that I can tell you. You hear me? To take as many people as I can. And aren't you glad that you ain't got to be right, Renee, to be picked?
Amen.
We'll see you all at 7:00 tonight for vast. No. All things text. You know what I'm gonna do? Anthony, where you at?
I'm over here, trying to check my cryptocurrency right now because you was talking about some other stuff. I was just looking at my cryptocurrency and my JP Morgan stock going sky high. I'm just smiling over here.
Yes, I know that's right. all things tech. Do I do the tech side of the podcast or the tech side of something else? What you need. Whatever you say, we're going to teach.
Do the tech side of the podcast. I think that
tech side of the podcast.
You about to do that now?
No. I'm gonna do that 12:30.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I just said 12:30. 1:30 Eastern for y'all, 12:30 for us. I'm gonna do the tech side of the podcast. And he's gonna be on. Oh, he will be on 12:30. And I'm gonna do you a favor.
I got five new tablets sitting right here.
5 new tablets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do y'all a favor. I probably won't do you a favor. I may decide just to make it part 3, and then it'll be on YouTube. I haven't decided. That's too generous.
Well, I'm gonna write it all. I'm gonna write it all down and sell
it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the man after my own heart.
Is this the back end of red circle?
This is yes. I'm gonna do the back end of red circle. I'm gonna have Deaunna tell you how to monetize it with advertised cash. But I got so much more. So much more. I'm talking about because tech doesn't always mean computers. Like when the Neanderthals invented the bow and arrow, that was technology too. You know what I'm saying? A microphone is technology. All of it. I'm going to bless y'all exceedingly over podcasts. I'm gonna bless y'all exceedingly. And if you want to get paid, that's what it be. Should I open up to the public? What would your grandma say?
See that? You're trying to downplay my money.
Nah, I ain't gonna open up to the public then. So it's just y'all and all things tech. Whoever got access, Dolores has access. So whoever got Kim has access. Good. Some of you folks that got access, you will see y'all there. You understand what I'm saying? And then I may wrench around and wrench it off on the podcast at least. But it ain't gonna be open to the public. But once they hit the podcast, you'll get the audio version, but you'll miss all of the pizzazz and the displays.
I think everybody in here.
Everybody in here got access? All right. Well, 12:30. If you're a millionaire influencers, you got access. If you're a millionaire influencer, you got access. 12:30 our time. All things tech with the same podcast, but more techie. Dolores will be on the road, but you'll have, since you're in there, we'll give you access to the replay. You'll be all right. You have access. Thank y'all so much. I wish we can all look like Deaunna and Tempest and just glowing, or we can all gallivant in them streets like Monica.
That's it.
But some of us got to build businesses and stuff like that. Shout out to all of you, especially Stradivari, who was blowing up. Your episode blowing up, man. They looking for you. Yep. I could tell he out there promoting too, because his stuff just keep on rising for no reason. It just keep rising. I ain't even put a new one out yet. He just keep getting downloads. I keep looking. I look at it. He out there saying, "Go check this out, man. You say we friends, check it out." That's what he out there doing. That's what he out there doing. Man, I appreciate y'all. I hope this was a blessing to you, and give you everything I got. As long as it's farm, as long as it's business, sales, and marketing, it's gonna be free. If you try this, I'm gonna try to help you out again. Jerome already did it. If you want to get on this computer programming and own a big piece of the metaverse, if I were you, I would do that. As a matter of fact, can you write this down for me, Grace? Start off with the ATS coin tech when I do 12:30, because there's a reason why I pulled it back a little bit, and there's a reason why.
I heard that ATS coin. Yep. I heard my ears perked up again.
Well, see, let me tell you, I made the coin more valuable. What I did, there's a reason why, Dolores. I pulled it back from last year release now, because what you gonna spend it on?
Ain't it tied into gold and stuff and stocks in your company and all that? You know.
No doubt.
I'm not gonna understand.
No doubt. So it's some of us, you understand what I'm saying? Some of us are going to just sit and hold, which is great. But I still need that medium of exchange part to lift that value so our stuff can go higher. You get what I'm saying? and I'm stuck. But what I've been slick side doing, and you can see, is I've been building pillars of ATS that you can spin it on.
The black stock market.
And that virtual reality is a major part of it. Major part of it. You understand? You can always tell when I'm hiding something, Kim. When I say something, don't say nothing else. I just throw it out there, don't say nothing. You should chase that rabbit. You chase it. Because if I say, yeah, we also do a virtual reality. So what we're gonna do next is if that's what you wanna say, well, hold on. Now he went too fast. I went too fast on purpose. I was just throwing a little seed out there, see who's gonna send a message. That's it. Be a blessing to one another.
I'm glad you teaching me how to shut up.
You understand. You understand.
I appreciate it.
Very well.
More taught than taught.
That's 100% facts. Get this virtual reality. Somebody say I can't afford it. I understand. First off, ain't nobody doing it the least expensive at us. What I can tell you for sure, you can't afford not to, because the future is coming, and it's coming fast. And the folk oppressing you is sure investing a lot of money into it. And the last thing these oil companies want is for y'all to be in the metaverse. You can't buy no gas when you live your whole life online. It's gonna be a lot of companies gonna be disrupted. And if they smart like me, there should be an Exxon Mobil and a British Petroleum investing in the metaverse and making fun theme park worlds. That's what I would do. Because I'd be damned if I put out of business because y'all done stayed online all day. But everybody don't think like me. So there you go. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better, you can dominate. See y'all at 12:30 Central Standard Time. And y'all have a good one and eat some breakfast or something. All right, everybody.